Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium in Cincinnati. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the New Mexico Lobos and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Hollywood was down on the sideline. You say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. This is a great opportunity for his squad. The Big 12, known for their strong defense and their wide-open offense, and he expects his guys to be upset-minded today. One play at a time, do your job, and who knows what can happen. We'll keep you posted on how things are vibing down here on the field, here in this big matchup. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Bearcats will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They'll line the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Turns it on in midfield. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Pocket breaking down. Fires downfield. That's caught. It's moved. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Humphrey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And they try to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give them a chance to at least get that edge. Then he might be able to do some more damage.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back gets the give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football, they really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The run up the middle, trying to power to go high. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this defense sold out
wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Unleashes to the end zone. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
He's definitely going to want that one back. Man, they put a nice drive together. That's the opening drive you want. Start driving the football down the field, having success, and then you just get just a little bit aggressive, a little bit greedy, making the throw, forcing it into coverage, and throwing the interception.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Bearcats right after the huge play through the air back to the line. The run inside. It's Johnson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the run, it's Perry. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Kick is in the air. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Bearcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down, but they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense, man. It's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy, and make him think about running the football in the future.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive on. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 on the pickup in 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
After the run, now to throw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Timeout called. Cincinnati using it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Humphrey. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Lobos!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's French. That's reeled in. It's Grover. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
There he goes! Touchdown, Bearcats! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And the offense punches in it again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, but still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Got it in the middle. It's key. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, New Mexico.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Ready, go! Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Blue, 22 guard. Blue. Running inside, it's Perry. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They'll give it to Johnson. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Black 18! Black 18! Back to throw, it's French. Zings it complete to the right. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
Green, 1-9 Packer! Green, 1-9 Packer! Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He splits the upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Using his legs, it's Humphrey. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Got it behind the line. It's moving. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Looking downfield, it's French. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Using his legs, it's Humphrey. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Just a little off. Incomplete. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The run inside. It's Johnson. Picks up the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got him at the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Nobody around as he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Getting set for the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside handoff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Lobos racing to the line in a hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call the play, ready to go fast.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, try different things to see what you do.
Ready, go! On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Time to take a shot. Makes a grab on the shot. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way?
Could be an alley. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Humphrey. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the move. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a 1st down and protect this lead. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Perry. Maybe a crease. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he puts through the extra point. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Humphrey. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.